Feels good to be employed, ladies and gentlemen. Can't say that for everybody. Uh-oh. Thibs packed in the air. Yeah.
Smoking that Thibs pack.
Thibs pack is in the air, ladies and gentlemen.
Thibs, take all this shit you got on right now and get it the fuck out of here.
Get to stepping.
Another one has bitten the dust.
Told that man, the boy, he said, first Eastern Conference Finals in 25 years.
They ain't even let that motherfucker get to Cancun.
Around.
Yeah,
They fired him before his.
and he was having them bags at the airport.
Yeah, he was packing his shit before the exit meeting.
Whoa, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn.
Breaking news has just come
They were
down.
just in
We're going to talk
Indiana.
about it
Huh?
in
They
just a
was just in
moment.
Indiana.
They ain't even land in New York yet.
Didn't land. Told them
God
fly
damn.
commercial. So we got to get right down to business, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news coming out of the Big Apple. Knicks have fired Tom Thibodeau after 5 seasons with the team. Thibs led the Knicks to their first Eastern Conference Finals in 25 years, made playoffs in 4 of his 5 years at the helm, led the Knicks to consecutive 50-win seasons for the first time since the 90s, had a playoff record of 24-23 in his time with the Knicks. Sadly, season came to an end in Indianapolis, Game 6.
Damn.
They said, Thibs, get to step. And we talked about it yesterday on the show. Mr. B was adamant
He was.
that the Knicks should tell Thibs to move around. They do watch the show, so they followed his advice. Thibs, fired by the Knicks. What do y'all think about the Knicks relieving Tom Thibodeau of his services?
Real Thibs.
Not surprised. That's what being stubborn gets you,
He is stubborn.
right? Nah, you got it.
Damn. In 25 years, though?
Coach.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like,
Don't
damn,
matter.
Who worse?
No, you got coaches that want.
We're not surprised because obviously the narrative, he's not trusting his team, which a good coach in the NBA, right?
That's really how you.
You have to, you were saying it,
Yeah.
you have to build confidence in that 10th, 9th, 8th player so you can use him in the playoffs.
When you
right?
need him.
So the fact that you did run 8 to 7 strong all season, even if you tried to use them, they didn't build no confidence all year long.
They
right?
worry about
So
messing up.
No, because Larry
They
Shannon
worry
came out
about-
that motherfucker playing like, I'm going to show you, motherfucker.
yeah.
He shot that bitch every time he touched it.
He did mess
And he
up
could
my
have
underdog.
used them during the regular season.
Yeah.
Like, during early in the playoffs, he could have
he
used
coulda
it.
used
Wouldn't
them.
games wouldn't have been as tough, certain games, right? When you running them boys into the ground, man, you could have used them dudes in the first round. You wouldn't have to go 7 games and shit like that.
Yeah.
So you got them dudes sitting upstairs, man, like, hey.
But did they not know? I'm saying they knew that when they hired him. They've known this has been.
But you expect
That's a
something different
difference,
now at this
yeah.
point,
Yeah.
right? You make it to this point, you got to do something different. So they expect something different.
But expecting something different out of Thibs.
So that's what I mean, being stubborn. That's what
It's like him
Get to
and
going.
Stan Van Gundy's kind of like the same. They bullheaded on,
Oh, yeah.
on their vision. It just makes it hard to be a coach, though,
Why?
because you do break history, right? You do break history, right? You did something no coach has done in the last 25 years. So, as fucked up as people say what you did, I did do something that no other coach has done in the last 25 years
That organization.
for this organization.
But you got
So,
other guys that won championships in other places that got the boot as well.
I know,
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like,
motherfucking Frank Vogel. You got other coaches that's won championships that's been on
And
a
that's
shorter
also-
leash than him.
and this
He has
adds-
5 years, dude. The other dudes had 2 years. 3
but that's what I said. This adds to the coaching legacy of being fired. It's like you're firing success. And coaches that are just doing what? Listening to you, playing a game.
He did it to Mike Woodson.
Right? I mean, like, how do I, like,
It's the Knicks,
how do you keep your job? There's no, like, right now it's saying the more successful you are, you're easier to get cut versus
We saw that Mike
someone who
Malone.
plays middle in the road.
No, who we building. If you're out losing consecutive years, you got a better chance of getting re-signed.
Yeah.
If your team is trending up, you got a better chance of getting an extension than you winning consecutive years in the playoffs and not winning a championship. Like, it's just, that's the nature of it in this NBA for whatever reason.
And it seems like the Knicks went all in this season.
They feel like, they feel
Re-signing
like they should
Jalen
be in the
Brunson,
finals.
giving OG Anunoby the bag, blockbuster trades for Mikal Bridges, Karl Anthony Towns. And we talked about, we had Mero on the show last week, longtime Knicks fan. Yeah, it's improvement. They wouldn't be disappointed if they didn't win the Eastern Conference Finals. But that roster also improved from the roster last season that got booted in the second round by the Pacers.
Well, we wouldn't know because he didn't use them, so.
Right.
Yeah, it's just
And for New York, they feel like they should be in the finals right now.
okay.
That's what it is. And you hear them.
No,
you
okay.
hear-
Should in reality is
should.
too. Like you should after this.
Yeah.
Like you felt you was this close
You beat Boston.
for being in the championship.
Think about it.
But then there's reality, right? Reality is okay. The mega teams did get hurt, but this was our time. So if there was any
Yeah,
time
that's what I'm
to
saying.
get to the chip, this was it,
Yep.
right? And
And they
we
feel
were
like-
this close and we probably fucked that off. I get that understanding that, this might not come around again
Like-
and we should have been better prepared
Yeah.
to capitalize. Okay.
That's what it is.
You
I
beat,
feel
you
like
beat
they
Boston
feel-
twice in Boston. You're on the verge of going up 3-1
Yeah.
even before Tatum's injury late in the fourth quarter of Game 4 of that series.
Yes, this was.
But you think, all right, taking on the Pacers.
I think the reality of being in the championship was set. Like,
Yeah.
once they beat Boston, it was
yeah.
stone, nigga, we there, right? We getting our tickets in OKC,
Yep.
we doing all of that. I think that's why he got fired, because,
Yeah.
nigga, we already done spent some
Yep.
of the old parades and who we was going to hire, and you just didn't make it. And you're kind of blaming.
And it's New York.
If I'm the new coach, I don't know if this is a.
Let's see what
What am I supposed to do?
Guess see what offense they're running. Like, it's.
Yeah.
He don't have offense.
You gotta adapt. Yeah, he
so,
don't.
so the thing is, like, y'all were saying, like, just about Karl Anthony Towns, right?
Mm-hmm.
And other people have said, like, you are big that likes to score.
Mm-hmm.
You have certain advantages offensively, shoot the ball well, things like that. But is he a post player? Can you throw the ball to him if you need a bucket? Like this. So those are those questions, right? If you can, then Thibs and use him correctly,
Yeah.
right? If you think that he is that, when you need a bucket, you throw the ball down there. There was
should
none
do
of
that.
that. There was no adjustments. It was the same thing.
That's true.
It's hard to win, man. It's hard to be successful consistently when Jalen Brunson is a hell of a basketball player. Take nothing off his plate. He's a hell of a basketball player. He can't average 30, dog. He can't. Like, it's not making anything or anybody around him better, man. Like
It's how he averages 30.
Yeah.
it's a lot of dribbling, a lot of ball domination when the ball needs to be moving. Like I said, in the first 3 quarters, man, the ball needs to be popping.
He like shit.
And if
Luka
it's not,
did it to
he's
me.
so ball dominant, man. Them other dudes not in rhythm, so every shot is pressure on when they get it, because they just don't know if it's gonna come back, man. And it was consistently that. And then when once teams figured that out, like, okay, we gonna play him this way, then what did Thibs do? Right?
So, question for the couch: would you have fired Thibs
Yes.
if you were in that same situation with the Knicks? You tell him to get
I would
the
have.
second team.
Oh, no, I thought it was a rap.
Yeah, I would.
Maylaw, I knew it was.
Because we said before Game 5, if Thibs coaching for his job, the couch agreed that it was such. They stretch it to 6, get that first home win in Madison Square Garden.
I'm 50-50, man.
That's
Like I understand it. I understand the firing. But I'll be up there arguing if I'm Thibs. Like, these niggas are stupid. Like, I'll be saying, hey, they stupid. Look at this play. And I just be running down plays on how stupid some of these guys are. I had a motherfucker post up. I only seen one player do this, and I was like, oh, shit. Okay, you're not smart. This is the baseline. Right? Post up like this, right? This nigga dribbling like this. And then wonder why the ball got stolen. Nigga, the defense is this way. They dig in this way. Like, who taught you, like, because you want to go to your right hand, then get the fuck on the other side.
Yes.
Like, I never seen no shit on the left side, dribbling towards the baseline, thinking he about to spin back right. What educated guard is going to allow you?
Try to set his spin up, nigga.
Yeah,
Fuck what you talking about. Shit.
Right, he was waiting to get
Damn, the defense might know what I'm about to think. They thinking the same thing. He trying to set this spin
Trying
up.
to set this spin. Every guard gonna dig, and if you don't dig and he get that spin off, nigga, the guard getting subbed out. You stupid motherfucker. He can't even see you. Like, when I seen that, I was just sitting there like, yo, this is crazy. But
So he too old school though.
yeah,
Old school right now.
he might be. Listen,
Shit, think about it.
he don't have an offense, right? He's a defensive coach that broke down defensively, right? Lot of movements, right? You got to do a lot of individual work. Fuck your team practice shits, because if you're doing team practice for an hour and a half, right? And y'all out here running regular offense, and then you go in the game and Brunson is the offense now, that means you're wasting an hour and a half of development if this is how y'all play the game. Mm-hmm. So if this is how you play the game, fuck team practice, right? Because all it is just give the shit to Brunson, let Brunson do his job, right? That's what y'all play like. So, OG, we're going to work on your feet, how to move in traffic. Cat, we're going to work on your post-ups and getting in shape. Because I watched YouTube clips of a young Towns. Oh, that nigga was good.
What?
Oh, that nigga was fast. Oh, yeah, he was out there moving.
What? Probably the best big.
Yeah. And what you are now is not even true. Your young self will whoop he will run circles around the new you, right? You might have to drop 15, 20 to be back in movement how you was moving before.
Like I always say, you get too comfortable shooting too many threes.
And that's like he was posting up, getting in there, doing dunks. I'm like, hey man, drop some weight. You might need to be on the Luka thing right now. Drop weight down, get back to a little bit faster.
But I can't believe you said you 50-50 after you fired Thibs after one practice. That's crazy. Remember, he came to the Wizards and he was our coach for one day. He put all of us through the practice. And he said, man, get this motherfucker out of here. I can't do this shit. I'm not dealing with this shit. See, this motherfucker.
That was the old me.
No, you done changed.
That was the old me. I said, no. Listen.
Remember he came in that
No,
day?
yes. I
Yes.
remember. No, listen, I know. And I wasn't even playing. But,
So he conducted practice?
yeah, he conducted a practice.
Yeah, you weren't even practicing.
No.
He was watching.
He was just
Watching.
spectating.
It's structured. It didn't look
He got
good
mad
to
at
me.
Thibs. And said, "Get
Like, you know how
the
you just
motherfucker
sitting there
out of
watching
here."
the practice and like, all right, okay, start off, they warmed, 5-on-0. Okay, 5 on 5. 5-on-0.
Yeah. That's when he went to
5
Boston.
on 0, then back to 5 on 5, then back to 5 on 0.
He went right back to
Then
Boston.
talking for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Now you want to go live. Oh, these niggas about to get hurt. Hey, he's out, man. This nigga retarded. Get him on out of here, man. This ain't
Mentally challenged.
Was he was just visiting, or he was like?
We were thinking about hiring.
was thinking about hiring.
It was out of him, so he came in and did the practice.
So a bunch of.
So who they fired?
We fired Eddie Jordan. Was it?
It was.
Flip. Was it
Flip Saunders.
Yeah,
So they
Flip
fired Flip.
No, they fired Eddie
got-
Jordan.
It was Eddie Jordan. Then they had like Tapscott.
Yeah, oh,
Thibs
they
came
brought-
in. Yeah.
So they was giving dudes test runs to run the practice to see if they was gonna hire him. That's the wildest shit I've ever heard.
Because he was an assistant coach then, right?
Yeah.
They needed to
Wildest
know.
shit I've ever
They
heard.
needed
He
to.
was y'all assistant coach?
No, he was
Somewhere
Someone
else.
else, yeah.
Oh, that shit's crazy.
So we have a comment from Yo Mike Lowe in our chat that we feel is pertinent for this particular discussion. He said, Cat got Thibs fired twice in 6 years, laughing emoji, and then repeated that 2 more times.
Wow. Believing in Thibs.
Yo Mike Lowe, we don't encourage spamming the chat, but sometimes we do.
Now, New York do have to be careful here because the coach you bring in, if it's an offensive coach, that offense is going to change. That offense is going to change. Your star player abilities is going to change. So unless you're gonna hire Big Brunson and y'all can run the same offense or get a little bit better,
I think
you bring in any other coach, they're gonna run offense. That means Brunson gonna get off the ball and move somewhere else. He gonna have to move somewhere else. He gonna have to get off that motherfucker, and that might fuck Brunson, and he might be mad.
If Rick Brunson takes over, this is again just speculation and talking.
Oh, then I'm good.
But how is the rest of the team gonna feel about this?
Oh, I think they cool. I think.
Hell no.
No, I think they probably might. They probably
He
might.
already shoot the ball.
No,
He already shoot the ball every time now.
and I think the players is cool with that.
Yeah.
It just seems like they all cool with that, right?
Yeah, then he go get.
I think it's the other shit that Thibs probably was fucking with them with, and I think Pops might be a little bit better for the rest of the team because he do hold young fella accountable.
He do.
Yeah,
he
so
knows
he knows
Yeah, he owns them
seen the
accountable.
video.
Like, you'll see her check the fuck out of
He
him.
know Hart and Bridges.
Like, get your motherfucking ass over here, man, talking to the goddamn. Sit down.
Yeah, no, yeah, you need that sometimes.
My daddy said, "Run this play for me." But we asked the chat.
Show you bring Mike Malone in that bitch. It's definitely going.
So we asked the chat, did Thibs deserve to be fired? 56% of the chat says yes, he does. We have a lot of New Yorkers in this chat. They were smoking the Thibs pack as well. So that brings us to the next point. Who's available that would be a good fit for the Knicks as head coach? You talk about Mike Malone as a potential option.
You should have gave us some options.
Yeah.
Mike Brown, Taylor Jenkins.
That's the guy from Memphis, right?
Taylor Jenkins.
Yeah. He's good. He did good with Memphis. I feel like New York got the perfect New York type team too.
Memphis
Right.
ran like a three little guard offense.
Yeah.
Right, 3 little guard offense.
When they was good, like Memphis. Well, he made each team good. Think about Jaren Jackson.
Also have
Guy wasn't there yet. Still was in.
Mike
playoff
Budenholzer.
run.
Nah, you might as well keep the guy you just fired.
Damn. Mark.
Who?
Jackson.
Mark Jackson.
I will
Niggas just out there yelling out shit, right?
Bible study might be needed.
Don't
The
get
team
a
needs
job,
prayer.
bro.
See, the only thing.
Why Mark don't get a job though? Realistically, why don't he no more? He look like he got. Like,
You want
think
one?
about
I
it.
don't know.
What he did with.
We did have Mark Jackson here in the arena. He said that he would be interested in getting another head coaching job.
I guess New York is at a place where they can't try out a coach who don't have no experience.
Go get
Right. So
Pat.
even if you try Sam Cassell, we don't know what his offense is going to look like. He hasn't been able to show who he is yet.
Go get
So
Pat.
he needs one of them younger jobs so you can see his offense, you can see his defense. You know what I mean? See what his signature is. So
Ain't Patrick Ewing coaching somewhere? Go get Pat.
Also have Darvin Ham, who has coaching
Get one
experience
of
with
them
the
old
Lakers.
New York motherfuckers. Bring everybody back. Shit.
Coach by committee, just, get the whole celebrity role.
Right?
Let Ben Stiller get a game too. Might as well.
Shit.
Chalamet.
Spike Lee out that motherfucker.
I was about to say the same thing. Might as well go ahead and try out Spike, goddammit. Shit, y'all trying anything at this
You've been
point.
here the longest. But seriously, Mike Malone got roots in New York, born in Astoria.
Who's worse? Cowboys or the Knicks right now?
As far as what?
As just making it back to, because it's been a long time for them too. 25 years is a long damn time.
Eastern Conference Finals?
Just making it for finals. Like they ain't won shit in.
Man, I mean,
Like,
there's
every
teams
year
that
they
ain't won yet.
Oh, well, yeah, you
You know what I mean?
right.
They ain't won a motherfucking thing. Ain't sniffed nothing.
So
But I guess for New York,
because
because they're a prominent team,
yeah,
right? So that's all that is.
big
It's
market.
because
That's what I
Also
was talking
have
about.
Eddie Franklin as a potential option as well.
who?
Whoopi Goldberg's character in the movie. Eddie.
Oh,
Saw some success coaching this Knicks squad. It's hard
Man,
out
they
here
might
for
as
the
well
Knicks.
just-
Doc Rivers.
Like just
Doc.
get a content creator. Fuck it at this point. You know what I mean? Just go for
Start
the
a hype
views.
house.
Just go for the views, man.
That's how they had it. Shit.
'Cause I mean,
They had a red
hey,
carpet
I
coming
don't
to
know
the
how
game.
hard it is to say, get a ball to Brunson. That's just it.
Do what y'all did last year.
Yeah, if I just got to sit there and do it and just sub motherfuckers in and out, I can probably possibly do that.
But when you talk about a name like Mike Malone, though, he does have a connection to the Knicks. Obviously born in New York. His dad, Brendan, was on Jeff Van Gundy's staff back in the day. Did win a championship.
Hey, man, that motherfucker paying you, man. You said his name like 4 times now.
Actually, he is paying me.
Oh,
Jay.
him.
Jeff.
Jeff Van Gundy. Return.
Man. The problem with them old,
I just can't.
they ain't been whipped. You know, they ain't been whipped yet. Like, this is new school basketball. They ain't been whipped.
But he got a nigga. So Tate's been on the bench with the Clippers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit, you're right.
So he on the bench with the Clippers. You got a taste of it now.
And they used to work.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. You was.
Yeah,
right.
he on the bench with the Clippers, man. I would. One thing for sure. You're going to play the right way, you're going to play hard, and you're going to defend, and you're going to,
The chat also saying Jay Wright was coach of Villanova for that crew. Won the natty. He's been chilling though.
Hey, man, shut the fuck up.
What up, chat?
Bringing in no college goddamn coach, man.
Chat, Gil would like you to
Wait,
shut the
has
fuck
any,
up.
okay, I don't know, because I don't know.
No.
So none of them have ever been
No.
successful?
No.
Okay. Sorry, Chad, I didn't mean it. I'm still on
No.
my Madden
They
interview.
came and took their ass back.
Back, okay.
Like, you know
Who
what?
am I doing the interview with? That should be the next
Only
one.
one, Billy Donovan.
Is Nash?
Steve Nash.
Like, Billy Donovan, the only one that
You went
stuck
for
around.
JJ?
Billy.
You got
The only one that
JJ?
stuck around.
Donovan.
You got a good JJ out of that.
So
Go ahead,
we've
get
seen
that.
a major chip fall in the Knicks with Thibs getting fired. We talked about this yesterday on the show. But what other changes do you expect to see coming from this Knicks squad? Obviously, some big names out there as potential trade options. Talk about Kevin Durant, Giannis. Talk about the future of Cat with this team. We had the report yesterday from The Athletic that players had grown frustrated with his lack of defense and communication. And as we said yesterday, we know that rotation is very thin, so only a few players that could have potentially spoke to The Athletic about that.
Look, I mean, listen, all decisions at this point when you're talking about a team that's consider themselves right here, right? You know, this is when you self-check who you are and really self-check your team. It's like us as players. We go into the summer and really evaluate our no matter what kind of success we have, what do I need to work on? For me to keep moving up. That's the same thing with them. They're going to really have to go and look at their roster and see which way they're trying to go. Because you can make one bad trade and it will fuck up the rest of you moving forward and y'all back rebuilding before you even know it. Same thing that happened to the Bucks, right? Same thing that happened to the Lakers, where we decided to get rid of all our bigs. Like, we good. We gonna double back, and you got rid of 2 big. We was bigger than everybody. Then we get rid of the White and JaVale, and then lost a couple key pieces and been struggling ever since. When we was right there.
And Nicole been whooping your ass since.
Yep. And then same thing with them. Denver, you got rid of your KCP, you got rid of your shooters, you got rid of
He beat
Brown.
us this year.
Defended,
Right.
wing defenders.
Reggie
and
Jackson.
now-
Yeah, so you have to be very careful and just add pieces that nobody's paying attention to.
Yeah, because you got to keep them, like, I'm OG, Hart, Bridges, like, them dude, like, you got to keep
Yeah, like
Yeah.
OG,
they make game-winning basketball plays.
like OG needs to really I like OG's bones, right? I like how he plays. I just think he's still raw, and I think he just needs to fine tune, like have a go-to move, have a second option. Like I would be focused in like how Kawhi plays.
Well,
'Cause you
because
kind of got that
It
same.
is. It's
Get
the
some
same
It's that
robotic.
same- yeah.
Like, but
Pascal.
but he was playing behind him
Yeah.
in Toronto, playing behind Kawhi,
Yeah.
playing behind Pascal. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
so now it's like playing. Now it's like, what my opportunity?
yeah, so he's
Now he ain't getting the ball right now. He's like, shit. I got when the bitch come to me, I gotta.
Yeah, he has to be a slasher, duck-in type guy.
Yeah, he got that Kawhi-ish game though. That shit is to the point. Is
Like I can see, like when he do drive, he still don't really know what he wants to do, right? He don't know, like he can't read that guy right there.
yeah, like the layup he smoked on the break.
Yeah, like it should be like when you go on your move, like whoever your trainer is, have 3 defenders in the lane, and then work on moving around them, like just your footwork. Like you get by this guy, and then your defense really starts in the lane.
Somebody steps up.
Because a lot of like I started watching this with a lot of youth basketball where
Like body control.
all the defense is from the half court to the three-point line. Right, you got these cone, like your Brunson, right? Like for the most part, that shit is unreal. And then when you get to the three-point line, it's like a free layup and dunk.
Yeah.
That's not it. It's reversed.
Yeah.
It's dribble down, and then when you get to the three-point line, now it's moving the traffic. So a lot of guys don't have that below the free throw line game where all the traffic is. Shea's very good at that. Luka's very good at that. Brunson's very good at that. Like Kyrie. So, he needs to work on that free throw below, dribbling the ball, moving around, people dodging
Well,
shit.
he has something that he a little wide up here. He got
He got to learn how to
goddamn
dip it.
shoulders.
He got to learn how to dip it.
He gonna bump
Yeah.
somebody going through that motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's just what he is, man. Like,
Because think about every time he was driving and he's below that free throw line, he's thinking it's a straight line, and Siakam's like, nigga, give me that.
long ass on,
that,
man,
yeah.
trying to put that body on him.
Yeah.
Siakam using that against
He
him.
used to
So
play
we're
with
going to
no
talk
shoes.
about the impact of trainers on basketball
He used to play with no
in just a
shoes.
moment. But back to Thibs getting fired and this whole coaching situation going on that we've seen this season. Seeing coaches getting fired after winning titles right before the playoffs, etc. Mike Malone got booted with 3 games left in the season. Right before the Nuggets were trying to make a playoff push, David Adelman ended up becoming their head coach, getting that interim tag lifted. But is this trend of firing coaches going too far?
Winning coaches, yes.
Yes.
Successful coaches, yes.
Okay, player
Doesn't-
control. My bad.
Player, you know what I'm saying? No, dudes that has coach of the years get fired. Like,
If you get a coach of the
just-
year nowadays, you
Yes,
seem like you would get booted.
on the short list. I'm saying your leash is short, you get that tag because they're expecting something great in the next year or so. Once you get that tag, they're expecting to go out and win one. When you don't, it's like, oh shit, this coach of the year, I guess he's not that good after all. Like, no.
It's like not that good.
I just hate the idea of you give me the team and I'm supposed to coach them under, like it's,
As constructed, right?
Yeah.
Like, you put this team together. Did you ask my input on these decisions that, like, so you ask a coach and a GM to put a team together and a GM to put the same team, and I guarantee the list to be fucking different.
Yeah.
Right? If you're gonna orchestrate your team, who would you want? And then you GM and it'll be fucking totally different,
Yeah.
right? Who you think should get the minutes on this team? You point them out. Who you think should get the minutes and versus the coach thinks it's gonna be different. And if these dudes ain't on the same page, and I'm supposed to coach this team as constructed, and then I'm coaching it as I deem fit, but it's not good enough. Like,
And a lot of times those GMs are saying, here's the team, figure it out.
so they're saying that, but they not. No.
most of those GMs now, most of the GMs and the guys who are picking players, they're not basketball players
Athletic,
or
yeah.
basketball fans.
Analytic.
Right? They have nothing to do with basketball. They're coming from business, coming in, crunching numbers, right?
And expect to go evaluate.
And
talent.
it goes off of the idea of using the word can't, right? Wow, he can't play defense. That's not real. Is he Kuta Kinte? Did both his feet get chopped off? Right? What is structurally wrong with him not being able to play for you to use these words? Like coming into the draft, oh, he can't do this. No, that's what we're here for. Like, I'm looking at the structure. Okay, he got a nice little feel. He got a, right? Boom, boom, boom. He can do this, he can do that. Oh, no, I can make him. I can teach him how to play. I can give him the guidelines on how to be a guy who can't shoot. If he has great mechanics, all it is reps. Sit your motherfucking ass on this machine 5 hours a day. Eventually he can shoot. Just like your job you just got. You couldn't do this, bitch, until you start doing it, right? Then you started working on it. Now you a motherfucker president of the year. But the first day you wasn't him. So some of these decisions be made off of an idea that's not reality, right? Give me the structure of the person. And that's why I said, when I made the thing says, Cat can't move, that's why I went back to watch. You know what? He's a little older. Let me look and see what he looked like as a younger dude. So that's when I put up his highlights and say, It's a weight problem now then.
Yeah.
Because he can move back. It's the same build, right? Same size, 20 foot. Same lower body, bigger than the upper body. It's not equally, you know what I mean?
Gil, you said the cat had a WNBA body
you
yesterday
told
on the
for that.
show.
Yes,
it was funny.
that's the body now.
A great league.
When he was in them early years, no, he was structurally sound, so
See,
he
yeah,
has
like-
it. He just needs to lose weight, just like Luka, right? He can't play defense. He can play defense. He just ain't playing defense. Lose 20 pounds. Now let me see.
Yeah, and to your point, right? There is so much emphasis on what guys
Can't do.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
how tall he's not, he can't. So I'm going to give you a living, breathing example of somebody, Scottie Pippen Jr., right? Same shit, right? So much emphasis on he's not this height, he's not this athletic, he's not. Man, damn, he's not 6'5". Damn that he don't have a 48-inch vert. Cool. Ain't too many people on the planet do. But look at everything he fucking does.
Yeah.
The excellent basketball player across the board. Get the opportunity, somebody believe in him. So it's those decisions that these GMs and things are making that handicap these coaches.
Yeah.
So you make these decisions, you bring me this list of who you think I should go watch or who we should draft. And then you miss on a guy but there's no questions to be asked now, like, yo, well, why you didn't, why he wasn't on this list that you gave me? Because I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know. My eyes don't know.
I can't do my job.
'Cause, yeah.
I can't do my job right now, but I'm learning on somebody else's watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's fine.
Yeah. Yes.
So we asked the chat, do NBA coaches have too short of a leash? A surprisingly sympathetic 81% said yes, coaches have too short of a leash. Shout out to the chat.
Yeah, because this is
It's a
I want y'all to hear this loud and clear. Go ahead and say it, Nick.
it's a players' league.
Go say it again
It's
for the
a
people in the
players'
back.
league.
Yeah.
Ain't no motherfucker. We ain't coming to see you, coach.
Look, listen, I'm gonna just
We ain't
Fortunately,
coming to see you.
The players, most players are not held accountable.
Yeah, for sure.
don't hold me accountable.
So players are not held accountable for wins and losses. Those go on the head coach. So the talent that's on the floor and that coach have to coach that talent,
Yeah.
those are two fucking totally separate things. You got nothing, one has nothing to do with the other. Because he didn't put the team together. So he has to go coach this team. If it's a new coach, the team is pretty much constructed when he steps in the door. This current situation as we speak, if nothing changes on the Knicks roster, this team is set. So whatever coach they hire, he has to come in and adjust certain things the way he coach. If it's a veteran coach, he got to adjust to these things. If it's a new coach who don't nobody know, good luck.
Yeah, but it seems like the Knicks won't want to keep riding this momentum too. Back-to-back 50-win seasons for the first time in 30 years. Like you said,
They think they have the talent.
the roster is there to, in theory, do that again or improve and build upon that next season.
So they think they have the talent where they can bring a new face in the building, I'm assuming, or if you think you need like somebody that's been established already, then you make that move. And I think
upgrade.
I think that's the smart move, is to bring somebody that's been around, who them dudes know, respect. I don't know who that is, but you better go goddamn find him, because
What is Brunson dad? He's assistant coach or just?
assistant.
Oh.
The legend Rick
Yeah,
Brunson.
he sit on the.
I thought he
yeah,
was
he
in
sit
the
on the
office at first.
He's
sit on the front of
lead
the bench.
assistant of the Knicks.
he sit on the front of the bench.
But at the end of the day, I mean, you know,
That's what
Yeah, you gotta.
I didn't know
but you
what
gotta
it was.
specify these days. So you got some coach that sit on the front of the bench. You got some coach that sit on the back of the bench. You got some that sit in the stands. You got some that ain't allowed to come in on the floor. You got to stay in the back. You got some that stand in the tunnel.
they got about 50 coaches.
Yeah,
He
so
the
it's
coach that come with his-
his dad. He's able to sit on the bench. He's on the front row.
Yeah.
So
He on the front
He
line.
get up. He get up every time out.
Like in college, they bring the best player and they sign his daddy as assistant coach. Okay.
He gets to tell them about the gun line.
I think we know Daddy was already signed first, right?
Daddy was on the staff already.
Yeah, Daddy was on
Oh,
the staff.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Daddy was already on the staff.
they knew what they had up their sleeve, but let's keep this thing moving. Today's podcast is sponsored by Rough Green.